Hey, what's going on to the best friends and family on YouTube? So, I'm filming today mainly because I don't want to leave anything out. I'm doing little things here and there, like the coolant hoses back there, which are a lot more cleaned up versus the factory crap that was in there. So if you guys recall, those are the factory hoses. So the return is going from like a 24-inch to a 9-inch. And then the feed will be very close. I'll still probably snip probably 3 inches off that guy. But the main objective here is to make it not rest over here by the PCV, which it was previously. They would just wrap around and sit on the valve cover here. This way, they will be tucked in underneath this ledge here and will be a strong hose and just cleaned up. So that's pretty much done. I'm waiting on one more reducer, and I got to get some hose clamps. Other things that I'm waiting on is the injector cleaner. When the injector cleaner comes, I'll clean the injectors and then I can start building up. Basically, I did order a brand new knock sensor, and I actually ordered 2 more O-rings, OEM O-rings for this pipe just to have. Yeah, anyway, let's just not hope that we ever have to open that up again for like 3 to 5 years. That being said, I cracked this fan. This is the, I honestly don't know how I'm going to take this off just yet. But I'm obviously going to need 2 hands. But that big nut here, I used I had to buy a 48 millimeter wrench, fan wrench specifically. And it just threads onto the snout of the water pump there. So I'm literally taking it off right now. You can see the threads coming. So I'm going to take this off. I have a new radiator coming. A nice aluminum radiator. There's nothing wrong with this OEM one. However, it is just coated in whatever mess and leak. I don't know what's going on there. So hopefully everything just comes off nice. I'll have to put some penetrating oil in there. And yeah, get proper coolant for this thing and start that process as well. Burping the system and all that jazz, obviously when everything's on. But I'm going to go ahead and take this piece off. I did order new fan shroud hardware for it, so comes with a new bolt here too, so that's cool. So I'm going to go ahead, take this off, take the fan off, and just get that side of things ready, because I do want to change the serpentine belt, obviously the supercharger belt, and just check the condition of everything. So here we go. All right, so the fan's off, as you can see, and it is not coming out without doing damage to that lower rad hose. And while I do have a new rad hose, I don't know what else it might damage if I just force it out. So I'm just gonna play the safe game and take out the shroud, which consists of 2 8 mils on each side, and then just some like lock channels down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, well, there she is, guys. So I plan on, wow, the room in here is just crazy. I'm kind of curious if this is an aftermarket radiator, because everyone says we have really thin radiators. But this one is pretty thick, to be honest with you. All right, so I'm not sure. Everyone says that you cannot undo that supercharger crank pulley bolt without a torque converter stopper. So it is reverse thread. I'm going to order up the proper tool for it, but I do believe that Bertha, as all of you know, my 1-inch drive, I'm pretty sure Bertha will be able to bust that thing. So I think I'm going to try it. And then I'm going to buy an aftermarket lower pulley. Someone's speeding around in our neighborhood. An aftermarket lower pulley, like a 2-pound pulley. Just a little bit of oomph. and it's going to get tuned as well. So it should be a healthy running, driving, reliable, decent power truck when I'm done with it. So that's the plan. So stick around and see if I can do it. Obviously that lower pulley does need to come off in order to change the serpentine belt, because it has that cage around it, as you can see, the 3 bolts. So I'm gonna poke around, see if I have the tool, and see if I can possibly bust a nut, the truck's nut today, the crank nut. Let me see what I got. All right, so I checked, and I in fact do not have that specific, I don't even know what you want to call it. I think it's a 17 Allen head socket. So I'm gonna have to order one up, and I'm just checking all the pulleys, everything I can. Everything looks good under here. I'm kind of fighting the dilemma of possibly just replacing my water pump. There's a marking on it. Maybe it was replaced already. That's why I kind of don't like doing things just willy-nilly. New hoses. Obviously, it looks like this truck went mudding at one point. Obviously, I'm joking, but it's just due to all that the PCV vapors that were going on, which I do have a new PCV here. I bought 10 of them just because someone on eBay was selling a lot of 10. And I do have the specific grommet, which is hard to find for some reason, but I got it. So that's going to be a nice tight seal, which is awesome. Yeah, no, this thing's coming along. Now I can order up the part for this and never have to deal with that pulley again, because I'm going to order the aftermarket one, which does not have a cage around it. So that'll be neat. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is that my ISF is landing, when was it, the 13th of November, and hopefully by then, this stupid port strike, I was having such a good, awesome day the other day, and I just turned on my, internet, and the homepage is news, and the news broke out that all of the West Coast ports are on strike. I think this is the second time or third time, maybe even fourth. It just seems like it's every time. I've ordered a car from Japan, and the ports are either shut down, or they're having backlog issues, or they're striking. So it's a major pain in the rear for me. I have a couple days before the 13th. What is it? It's like 5 days, I think, as of tomorrow or something. But regardless, like, just get your stuff together. Get your poop in a group, man. I'm ultimately going to be waiting an extra probably week or two from this strike alone. So it's just like one thing after the next. But anyway, hopefully the ISF is here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and order some parts for the Lightning. And that's that for tonight. Again, I just wanted to keep you guys apprised on how this is going. It's just very slow right now because we're waiting on basically the injector machine to get here and the brand new knock sensor. So once those two arrive, we can start building it up, and then I can start worrying about the whole water pump side and the serpentine belt, yada, yada, yada. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please check out other reviews on the channel. If you like what you see, subscribe. And there's lots more coming. All right, everybody, have a good week. Peace.